You know, I wonder what's taking Shelly's shell shop so long to get here with our shell.
Maybe they won't show up.
Trust me, Jake, there are lots of great things about having a shell.
And we're about to find out more from our second guest, from the woodlands, wetlands, and gardens everywhere.
Everywhere!
Alicia, the snail.
I'm coming. Just a moment. Be there any time now. Almost there. Here I come.
Alicia, do you need a ride?
Oh, no problem, Stinky. I'm going at top speed. Be there real soon.
Well, while Alicia heads our way, let's take a look at snails.
Whoa. Hey, what's that? It looks like an outer space alien.
That's just a snail coming out of its shell.
Well, what are those long things sticking out?
The top ones are eye stalks. That's how we snails see. And those bottom ones are tentacles for feeling along on the ground. That all gets tucked away when a snail is curled up in its shell. Snails are very efficient when it comes to taking up space. Most of our body is already tucked into our shell, and we just stick our heads out when we need to eat or to go somewhere.
Speaking of going somewhere, how exactly do snails move?
Yeah, I don't see any feet.
Actually, the whole bottom of our body is called a foot.
Oh.
We move by excreting a mucus liquid and rippling our body along its slick surface.
Oh, I see. So sort of the way a snake will shimmy its way across the ground.
Well, something like that, only not quite so
Fast?
right. I always forget that word.
I can see why.
We may not be fast, but we sure are sticky. That makes it easy to climb rocks or even to move across mushrooms like this.
Rocks, mushrooms, you snails sure are adventurous.
Oh, it's true, Stinky. There's almost no place a snail can't go.
No matter how long it takes.
Some types of snails even go underwater. We have a lot of relatives down there, like clams, oysters, limpets, or sea slugs.
Those animals are snails?
No, but they're fellow mollusks. We're all related. Of course, I think we snails are the best kind of mollusks.
Of course.
Boy, am I moving now. We have a great shell. It's our home. It protects us from other animals. It's waterproof and it fits like a glove.
Now, do you snails ever outgrow your shells?
No, we're lucky. We're born with our shells and they grow with us.
Oh.
The size and lines of a shell can even tell you about how old a snail is.
What's that snail eating?
Nutritious green leaves. We eat all kinds of vegetation. Moss, mushrooms, fungus, vegetables.
Not to mention Armstrong's geraniums.
Oh, yes, they're especially delicious.
Now, Alicia, I've noticed that snails often come out in large numbers when it's wet. Is there a reason for that?
Oh, yes, Jake. We snails love being where it's wet. We need the moisture to make the mucus liquid that we use to move across plants like these.
What do you do when it's dry?
We curl up in our shell and wait until there's a good rainfall. Boy, I got here really... What's the word?
Fast.
Yeah, well, everybody moves at their own speed.
Yeah.
Now, you want to see some really speedy snails?
Sure.
Whoa!
Whoa, look at them go.
I never knew snails could move that fast.
Oh, you two.
What?
They're not really moving that fast. I speeded the film up so you can see what a few snails can do to a garden.
Oh, well, I'm impressed.
Yeah, but Armstrong isn't. That's his garden.
Hey, you snails, get out of there. Hey, that's my garden. If I get you, I'll get a hedgehog after you.
Farmers, gardeners, and Armstrong may not like us, but we snails are here to stay. You might say we're going nowhere fast.
Oh, yeah.
I get it, yeah.
Well, thank you for being on the show, Alicia. And I was wondering if you'd sing a song.
Jake, it's going to take her a couple of weeks to get over there.
You want me to sing a song?
Well,
I'd love to.
How'd you do that?
well, the lady likes to sing. And now here's Alicia the snail singing A Shell is Swell.
A shell is swell.
treats me so well. Excuse me rushing, I can't help gushing about my shell. I'll take my time to spin this line, and though you're aching to hear me making this rhyme, I'm so excited, I'm quite delighted to praise my shell. So let that old bell chime.
It's time for...
Animal Awards! Today we find out who is the world's biggest land crab.
Well, who can blame me after what those snails did to my garden?
No, it's not you, Armstrong. One of these crabs. Is it the fiddler crab?
Ew. The robber crab?
Or the edible crab?
And the winner is...
The robber crab, which can measure up to 3 feet across and weigh as much as 7 pounds.
Ooh, that's what I call crabby.
Congratulations, robber crab, winner of today's Animal Award.
And now it's time for
Our shell?
our story.
Take it away, Jake.
Gladly. Once upon a time, there was a turtle named Teresa. Now, Teresa had many things to be proud of, but the thing she was the proudest of was her beautiful shell. It was heavy enough to protect her, but light enough to let her swim. As she glided gracefully through the water, she made up a little poem about her shell. My shell is strong, my shell is slim, it keeps me safe and lets me swim. Meanwhile, up on land, Teresa's old cousin Tarquin Tortoise was thinking about his shell, too. He was thinking how heavy it was. This thing must weigh 800 pounds, he said. 849 to be exact, said his wife Twyla. Whatever, said Tarquin. This shell has protected me for 150 years. It may be heavy, but it's mine. So Tarquin and his shell, and Teresa and her shell lived happily ever after. The end.
Woo! Great story, Jake.
Yeah.
It makes me wish.
Our shell was here, right?
Yeah. I wonder when it'll arrive.
Shelly Shell Shop, delivering one extra large shell for Messrs. Stinky and Cheek.
That's us, Jake. We're messers.
We sure are.
I'm gonna go get our shell.
Okay.
Armstrong, why are you dressed up like that?
Well, what do you mean? For the rock concert? That's where we're going, isn't it? The rock concert.
Armstrong, we're going to a rock pool. Come on.
A rock pool? But my love beads will get all wet. What do you...
That's right, Armstrong. Rock pool's a pocket of water which are left behind when the tide goes out.
And things live in there?
Oh, lots of things. You'll like that little hermit crab.
Huh. Ooh, what are those things?
Those are limpets, a type of shellfish which clings to the rocks.
Hey, you sure they're not hearing rock music? Look at them go.
They're grabbing food out of the water. It's called filter feeding, not hearing music. I don't even think limpets have ears. And there's a red sea anemone waiting for something to eat.
You can't tell me that anemone's not hearing music. It's rocking.
Whatever you say, Armstrong. Don't get too close to the anemones. Those tentacles are poisonous. Oh, and look, there's a crayfish. He's kind of shy.
Hey, hello. What's that guy doing?
That's a goby fish. And it looks like he's hiding.
Hiding? Hey, little Goby. Who are you hiding from?
From that starfish?
Goby, stay where you are. Don't move. There's a starfish coming.
Starfish move using hundreds of tiny sucker feet on the underside of their arms. And if they lose an arm, it grows back.
Oh, no. I can't look.
Don't worry. Starfish don't eat goby fish.
Are you sure? Please tell me it's gonna be all right.
It's all right, Armstrong. Hey, you can open your eyes now. And speaking of eyes, those eyes belong to a clam.
Oh, what you looking for?
Food and danger. These shellfish are filter feeders. They keep their shells open, waiting for tasty microorganisms to pass on the sea tides. They catch the food with these tentacles.
And if there's danger?
They do that.
Oh, good move. Now I think we should make like a clam and get out of here. Well, Bunny, we didn't see any rock stars, but we did see some rock star fish. Get it? Rock star fish. Get fish with the...
For habitat time, it's Bunny Bear.
And Armstrong the groovy chicken, huh?
Just back from a rock pool.
Over to you, Rhonda.
Let's roll.
Once again, I'm Rhonda Rat, rodent reporter, getting you answers to today's tough questions. Let's see if one of these animals knows the answer. Excuse me, you.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Can you answer
darling.
this question? What do you call a snail without a shell? Your answer?
Well, a snail without a shell. I call it naked. It's just a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. Naked. See, no shell.
funny.
I don't get that one either.
Well, you see, it's a...
Now that's funny. And now the answer. A snail without a shell is called a slug. Without shells to protect them, slugs must secrete lots of sticky mucus that makes it very difficult for a predator to eat them. This is Rhonda Rat reporting on slugs. Now back to you, Stinky and Jake.
Is this a great shell or what?
Stinky, your foot's in my ear and I can't see anything.
Oh, I don't mind. Just say goodbye, Jake.
All right, but first I want to thank today's guests, Cornelius the crab and Alicia the snail. Oh!
Hey, Jake, let's go show my mom our shell. She's gonna love this.
All right, but first, until next time, keep on seeing the world through the eyes of animals. Personally, I wish I could see anything. Ready? Roll!